No, I don't think the walls were closing in on Donald Trump. The guy still has enormous multi-thousand, tens of thousands of people rallies. He's either tied in the polls or ahead despite 10 years of fake news against him. The guy who really has the world closing in on him is Justin Trudeau. He lost on Monday one of the safest seats in liberaldom, a riding in Montreal called La Salle-Verdun, which is where David Lametti, the former justice minister, was before he resigned in disgrace. And before that, it was Paul Martin, the former Liberal prime minister. Like, that is as much the Liberal heartland as Calgary Southwest is for the Conservative Party. If you're not winning La Salle-Verdun, you're not winning in 90% of the ridings in Canada. And obviously they got slaughtered in the Manitoba by-election. I think they got less than 5% of the vote there. Like, they're a fringe party in the West. And before that, you might remember a couple of months ago, the Liberals lost a super safe seat in Toronto. The Conservatives picked it up. And I think it was called Toronto St. Paul's, if I'm going from memory. So there's not a single Liberal MP in Toronto who's a sure thing. They're going to win a few, but I live in the riding of York Centre. There's no chance that Yarosak's going to be reelected again. No chance. She's going to be slaughtered. And all the backbenchers who are happy to clap along because the best job of their life and lots of power and lots of corruption and graft, and they just have to be loyal and keep their mouth shut. Well, now they feel like they're going to lose. If a by-election in Montreal and Toronto will lose, are they not at risk? Of course they are. Now, I understand that by-elections are an opportunity for people to clap back at the government because they're just altering one district. It's not like they're saying, well, I don't want to have this whole country switch sides. But if you look at all the polling, Canadians have decided to throw out Justin Trudeau, and they've decided to go with Pierre Poilievre. I don't know if you saw my show the other day, but I went through the latest Abacus poll. Abacus leans towards the Liberal Party. They have some affiliations with senior Liberals, so I trust them when they say bad news about the Liberal Party. I don't want to be lied to by a conservative-leaning pollster. I'd rather know the brutal truth, which is why I favor Abacus polls, because I know they're not doing any favors to the Conservatives. They had a poll the other day where there was a great question. They asked people, well, how solid, how sure are you're going to stick with your vote? 67% of conservative voters said there's no chance they'll change. No chance. So the number was approximately that much. I'm going from memory here. Like, and another 20 or 30% said it's very unlikely. Like, people are done with Trudeau. They're not listening. Yeah, thank you very much. Put that up there. It was 62%, not 67%. Thank you for the reminder. And another 32% say, yeah, it's unlikely I'll change my mind. So look at that. That means 94% of conservative supporters are either no chance. Like, look at that. I will vote conservative no matter what happens. No matter what happens. And another 32 say, I could change my mind, but it's unlikely. Only 6% say, I could probably change my mind. And I don't know if you could see it. It's on the right-hand side there, about 2/3 of the way down. You see it says male and female. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. That's the 67% number that was stuck in my head. 67% of women who support Poilievre say, I will never change my mind. Is that not, have you ever seen female support for the Conservative stronger than male support? I'm 53 years old. I've been following politics since I was a teenager. I have never seen a poll before that shows women are more adamantly conservative than men. Have you? I don't think you have. So yeah, it's not looking good for Justin Trudeau. And, when you feel burned by someone, you no longer even read their emails. You no longer even listen to them. When you look at them, you start to hate little things like, can you give me the video meme of that couple on a therapist's couch where she says, can you not breathe so loudly? Do you know the video meme I'm talking about? You get into where the sound of them breathing, the way that they chew, it just makes you furious. Have you ever felt that in your life? Yeah, that's it there. Yeah, that's is there a video version of that? You got to show the video version. It's just so funny. And that's how people are with Justin Trudeau right now. They're not even listening. The mere sight of him makes them disgusted. His glibness, when he does his sexy voice, when he does his just the tip voice. Yeah, reading, that's it. Go ahead.
Hey, what's that? So I found this big bin of toys and I'm playing with Leah and showing her all these different animals. And then she's like, come here, come here, come here.
Hello, I need your help.
Go to 11.
No, I can't. Would you
Why?
come here? Because you need to stop playing toys and come help. You stand here,
Stop
I have to go
yelling.
ahead. Playing with toys instead of doing his
And
job.
everyone looked and I got embarrassed. So I went up to the front and I stayed where she told me to stay. Then she went down to aisle 14 or whatever it was and started to check out.
Could you just skip ahead
So
to
I'm standing with
just skip
two
ahead to
carts.
that one line? I just want that one line. Yeah. There it is.
No man's land up in the aisle. She's down checking out the girls' stuff.
I was stressed. I didn't
I'm
want
playing
them
with
to
the
see
baby.
it.
That's fine. I'm playing with the babies. And then I hear,
Hello! We're over here.
You told me to stay here.
Come. This is for going pee potty.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Look, this is for going pee potty.
It's great.
Okay, you need to pay attention.
No, you need to stop
It's-
yelling.
everyone looks at me again, like, here's the whipping boy.
Go get the stools first. Line the stools up. Line the stools up here. Not those stools. Standing stools.
Hey, Kate, when are you going to pull the stick out? Because it's getting really annoying.
I didn't hold my tongue. I just said what was on my mind.
She was probably, I'm sorry. Can you stop breathing so loud, honey?
I'm sorry. Can you stop breathing so loud, honey? When just everything, the way he chews, the way he says a word, the way he says nuclear, those little things that when you're at that point, you've fallen out of love and you've fallen into hate. And I think in Canada, there were a lot of people who I think were sort of lower information voters who were swept up in Trudeau mania in 2015. Oh, he's handsome. Oh, he's funny. He's got personality. Look, he does a handstand. He dresses up in costumes. He's got that gorgeous hair. And a lot of people sort of had a little crush on him, men and women. And he really emphasized how much of a friend he was to visible minorities. And he called himself a feminist again and again. And so I think he sort of won the affections of people because that's how he campaigned, on emotion, not on substance. So when you're in love with someone, even a little bit, even a politician, and then they break your heart and then they betray you. So for example, you thought he was a feminist, but he fires any woman in cabinet who disagrees with him, from Jody Wilson-Raybould on down. I even have a little bit of sympathy for the most atrocious environment minister in Canadian history, Catherine McKenna. She's so awful, but the way he used her and dumped her at the side of the road. There, Selena Cesar Chauvin. There is no woman who can stand up to Justin Trudeau without him throwing her out. And then, of course, his sexual assault on Rose Knight. So if you thought he was a feminist, but then you see, like that Jody Wilson-Raybould firing absolutely devastated him, not just with women, but in BC. The blackface. You thought he was an ally to minorities, and then you realize he's been telling black jokes, and not just telling a joke, but he had a whole kit. Like he did blackface in his teens, 20s, and 30s. 3 decades of his life. He was doing the same joke, and he had a little tickle trunk of like a gear, like some people might have a fishing tackle, get the fishing stuff. Okay, here's your hooks, your bait, your wire. It's like get the toolbox. He had a blackface box with the wig, the shoe polish, the prosthetic penis that he wore. Can you get that video? That's the one there. He's got a prosthetic penis in there. He's got this whole gear going on. I think this was when he was in his 20s 20s. He also did it in his teens, and he did it in his 30s. This was his go-to joke. Thanks very much. Yeah, people have fallen out of love with him. They don't listen to him anymore. It's like, and he just wants one. Give me one more chance, baby. Give me one more chance. No, I don't think people are even listening to him. They hate the sight of him. But who else is there? Chrystia Freeland, one of the most unlikable people in politics. Yeah.
Hello everyone! Hello all Rebel fans! Rebel News Live is back and will be soon happening in Calgary. Are you coming? Because I'm going to be there and I would love to see all of you and meet new faces. This year, we are heading to Calgary on October 5th for a fun full day of interesting conversations and of course, great food too. It's my favorite event of the year and I know you won't want to miss it. You will be able to meet and hear from your favorite Rebel journalist and many special guests. And today, we have the honor to feature Alberta Premier Danielle Smith. You can get your ticket and see all the details at rebelnewslive.com. So, see you in Calgary. Love you all.